Hey there. I was gonna give you a hard time about losing the Unity belt, but I don't have the heart. A betrayal like that had to suck.
Thanks, Becky. It's mostly just my pride that aches at this point, which is why I am going to take all of Punk's away at Survivor Series.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Nick Aldis told me you and your partner were in charge of recruiting Team WWE. I want in.
Oh, wow. Becky, you are literally a legend, so I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
But there's a mountain of responsibility on your shoulders, and you want to make sure you're making the right call, because if you screw this up, it's pretty much the end of WWE as we know it.
Sounds overwhelming when you put it that way.
Well then, how would you like to walk into Survivor Series knowing you're facing a mutiny that's already broken?
I would like that very much. Tell me more.
Before Punk stuck a knife in your backs in a way he never could have if Seth and I had been the Unity champions.
You're a real peach.
The whole world thought Bayley was the puppet mistress pulling the strings of this mutiny rebellion. And as you may have heard, she and I have a bit of a history.
A bit? You were part of the NXT 4 Horsewomen together. You and Bayley don't just have history, you have mythology.
Exactly. Nobody knows Bayley as well as I do. And I'm sure that going from revolutionary leader to CM Punk's second fiddle has got to be driving her mad.
And you want to use that to drive a wedge.
Not only drive a wedge, I can drive Bayley all the way back to WWE.
That happens, Mutiny doesn't walk into Survivor Series. They hobble.
Exactly. I know just how to get under Bayley's skin, too. My next match, she's gonna see me do all her moves better than she does. So you give me the green light, and I'll go to work.
If you can split Mutiny's core and bring Bayley back home to WWE, you're not just on our Survivor Series team. You're the linchpin.
Linchpin. I'm the punter around these parts. That's gimmick infringement.
If you're gonna steal, steal from the best.
Flattery will get you everywhere. All right. Let's see if I can get my old pal's attention.
Becky Lynch is ready for action.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch!
I spoke to Becky earlier, and she said that Mutiny should be watching her match very closely tonight.
Well, that's the last thing in the world I'd be asking for, Cole. We've seen what happens when you poke that bear.
Becky is looking to make a statement loud enough for Mutiny to hear.
All right, I've been looking forward to seeing Nia beat someone up.
And her opponent from San Diego, California, Nia Jax!
Standing at 6 feet tall, towering over the entire women's division.
And Nia intends to lay waste to everyone who crosses her way.
Yeah, Nia really is not like most girls in her drive to decimate the opposition.
Corey, how do you prepare for Becky Lynch in this match tonight?
That may be the unanswerable question, Cole, because when you're dealing with Becky Lynch, she's more than a competitor. You are facing off with a driving force in the history of women's wrestling.
Becky Lynch has promised that this match is going to get Mutiny talking.
Everyone knows her history with Nia Jax. It was after one of their exchanges that the man became the man. This will get everyone to...
Vintage move here. The Cobra Clutch.
Attack. She's looking for a way out. She drops a few elbows and fights her way out of the hold.
Wow, Nia Jax throws a hard punch. And they're going shot for shot, more for more.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here. Slugging away with everything they've got.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe. Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
Can she get the pinfall?
Maybe.
Not even a 1 count there.
Just looking for ways to wear out her opponent. Sidewalk slam.
And right into the pin.
Uh-oh.
Not a very effective pin attempt.
Bear hug. Squeak. Bear hug. Well-placed elbow. We'll get you out of it.
That might be enough. Yes, it is.
Body slam slipped out. Inverted DDT.
Right in the elbow. Nailed it.
The Van Goat of WWE daring her opponent to rise to her level. Pulled back into the hip toss. Waistlock. Incredibly savvy move by Lynch. This is what you have to look out for when you clash with a veteran.
Kick to the gut. Uh-oh. Look out. Rose plant. Will that sew this up for Becky?
And the cover. What? You gotta be kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me. Everyone here is in shock.
And Lynch does not like coming up short, guys. This is only enraging her more. Becky's on fire.
Though I don't see Nia struggling much longer.
Tap! Tap! Oh, look at the start of this. Could be going into the playbook for submission.
Uh-oh, looking to lock it in.
Stretching and bending the... Trying to show how bad she wants to stay in this match.
Headbutt to the back of the neck. What a chancery. Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count.
Unloads with the boot.
Lynch now on the offensive. Toss back into the ring. She gets Becky with a counter. Looking vulnerable now, guys. Straight to the knee. Countering that offense.
The man connects. Nia's in big jeopardy here. To the back of the knee. And first, here we go. Jax looks absolutely out of it.
And going for the pin. What a kick out at two.
Nia Jax refuses to quit. Impressive resilience from Jax here tonight.
You have to imagine the gears are turning in Becky's head, wondering what she has to do now to end this. She fights back with the counter.
One counter met by another. Double underhook. Sit out into the armbar.
The arm is locked in. This is sending a painful message.
Now it's a matter of time. She fights her way out of the armbar.
picked up and being carried around now. Crashing down. Samoan drop. Oh, that was just malicious.
Insulting.
And that appears to have busted her open.
If you ever doubted the toughness of our female superstars, let that be a lesson to you.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
What are we going to see here?
Face buster. Knee strike connects. Oh, that's got to sting your back.
Rolling neck snap. I don't know how much more Nia Jax can endure.
Yeah, this is troubling. Can only hold on for so long now.
Uh-oh. So hard into the ring post.
Nia's getting picked apart here.
Gonna be tough to slow Becky down now.
Jax cannot be overpowered. Calculating the next move here. Snake eyes!
Good night.
And she saw that coming from Jax.
There's a crucifix. Nicely done.
Her moment could be at hand. She's ready to attack.
Knee straight to the gut, stays off the attack.
Brought down by a crucifix.
2 count. Finally ends it. And all the bloodshed, perhaps worth it now.
Here is your winner, the man, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch just defeated Nia Jax with a Bayley to belly suplex. It was actually a Becky to belly.
That wasn't just a suplex. That was a statement. Direct.
Thanks for meeting me up here.
No problem, but isn't this just a little bit paranoid?
People have been jumping from WWE to Mutiny since the night they invaded. Bayley probably has a set of eyes or ears hanging around here somewhere.
Well, word definitely got back to her about you doing her moves. Did you see her social media rant?
It was hard to miss. I'm already so far under her skin, she's gonna scratch herself raw.
Right? I've never seen a person use so many words to insist they don't care about something.
That'd be the lady protesting too much. One more nudge, I think I'll be able to open Bayley's eyes to how Punk's really using her.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm Irish, darling. I'm just gonna use my words.
Welcome to the return of Ding Dong. Hello! I'm your host, Bayley. And I'm wearing some brand new fancy slacks for the occasion. This week, we have the biggest guest I have ever seen walk through that door. She's an icon, a legend, the former leader of Mutiny, me!
You know, I had this really funny bit about Bayley walking through that door and doing a big pratfall like some cheesy sitcom. But honestly, it's just making me sad. See, I miss Bayley. The real Bayley. My Bayley. I'm doing all this to try and remind her who she really is. You were the heart of the Four Horsewomen. The soul of us. Remember, Bayley? do you? You were the sun we orbited around, the glue that held us together. You're a leader. If it had really been you in charge of Mutiny, I might not like it, but at least I'd respect the game. But this, following a cult leader like Punk off a cliff, that's not you. That can't be you. If you rang the doorbell and walked through that door, all I'd ask is what the hell happened to my friend. So instead, later tonight, I'm gonna go out there, and when the bell rings, I hope you're standing across from me. It's time we mend our fences.
Becky Lynch invited Bayley to the ring, and it seems Bayley accepted.
I didn't think she would actually show. Look out!
Kairi Sane from behind.
This was a setup.
Becky was distracted. Now Kairi's laying in the punches.
The referee's finally getting some control.
It's about damn time.
No, Kairi's going back. Get up, Becky.
Kairi Sane wanted to get her hands on Becky Lynch. Now she has her chance.
If Becky thought she could talk any sense into that traitor Bayley, I got a steel mill in Pittsburgh to sell her. Pure naivete.
Having faith in the people you care about isn't naive, Corey. It's hope.
Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage.
Narrowly escaping there.
Launched right out of the ring. And she's out of the ring. Remember, no countouts in this one.
A steel chair. She's taking this match into even more dangerous territory.
She goes back into the ring.
Springboard, but nobody home. Steel chair to the temple.
Oh, God.
Oh, the elbow connects. Taking the action to the outside.
Might be taking a breather here.
If you're going to grab a kendo stick, you better be prepared to use it.
Becky now with an unrelenting attack.
Lynch is backing up her words here. There is nothing but malintent behind each of these attacks.
Looking for something, anything under the ring.
And it looks like she has swift justice in mind, going for the kendo stick like that.
She's starting to wear down here.
Yeah, you can see the physical cost of this match. That maneuver goes to show you how much speed kills.
Watch out!
Big collision on the splash.
Isolating their opponent's arm, and oh! Goodness gracious.
Consecutive attacks keeping Lynch off her game.
Becky's fighting spirit needs to cause a change here.
Connects. Saw it coming.
And that could be a first step towards Becky gaining control. Becky Lynch. To disarm her. Got the submission, but that's not going to win this. Arm is trapped, but she gets away.
Hooking it up here. What's next? Boom! Incredible suplex.
Heading to the outside now. No telling what she'll find under the ring here.
And of course, kendo sticks are always under the ring in the event of any rogue ninja attacks.
And outside she goes. What's her plan here?
Oh, tossing chairs like it's hardcore heaven.
She throws her back in, perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
Oh boy, kendo stick in hand, nefarious look in her eyes. And each of these lethal maneuvers have got to be taking a toll.
Becky.
Is it the finishing touch Lynch needs? Double underhook.
She's trapped in the submission. This won't cost her the match directly, but it could do a lot of damage.
She fights her way out of the armbar.
Lynch responds. Whipped into the corner with tremendous force. Oh my! And I don't know how much longer this can continue.
Everything she...
Oh, wow, rendered unconscious. The official has to call it.
Becky Lynch just fended off Kairi Sane's attack and sent her back to Mutiny with a lot of explaining to do.
Well, it might have been Kairi's hands, but that was Bayley's attack. Until these two former allies get their hands on each other, this war isn't going to stop.
Becky, Becky, Becky. You know, it took me a couple of weeks to figure out why you were so determined to get my attention. Now I see. It's the same thing it's always been with you, Rebecca. Green-eyed envy. You're right. I was the heart and soul of the Horsewomen, and that always ate you up inside. You wanted the little girls wearing your costume. You wanted matches like the one I had in Brooklyn. You seethed at everything I built. You believe you can cause tension between Punk and me because you think we work by the same code as the WWE locker room. Every person for themselves. You're wrong. Mutiny is different. We're breaking the old hierarchies. You are the one who sold your soul for success, Becky. You call yourself the man when you've been dancing a jig to WWE's tune since the beginning. Your book tour, your morning show interviews, your fans, all gifts from the machine for being a good little girl. You would throw any friend under the bus to get ahead. Unlike Kairi Sane, who joined Mutiny out of loyalty to our friendship. Loyalty, which you never had. I don't know what you're after, Becky, but I know there's one way to settle it. In the ring. But I'm not the fool you think I am. You're not going to sucker me into a SmackDown trap. Come home to the place that made you, Becky. Come face me at NXT and I'll show you what you really are. A puppet. You're not the only one who can play mind games. Stay tuned.